Channel 21's award-winning arts and entertainment show. And now, your special company host, Cynthia Livingston.
Welcome to Special Company, and welcome to our first installment of our new mini-concert concept. Our spotlight will be on the Flux Band, and we have the pleasure to have the leader of that unit with us. He's the leader of the Flux Band, and he's also the navigator in his own right, as he is the percussionist, trap drums, as it may be. Please welcome the Special Company and to our mini-concert series, Spiegel. Is it all right if I just call you Spiegel?
It's fine.
Because you do have a first and middle name, too.
I sure do.
Really? I like Spiegel. It's so showy.
It's different.
Okay, we have some dynamite footage, Spiegel, that we're going to go into that very shortly. But why don't you tell us what Flux is, or what type of music do you play?
Well, Flux basically was conceived to play good, strong, power fusion music. Like there's a lot of bands around town that play a lot of there's a lot of standard players around town. Whereas,
Standard meaning what's standard?
The standards like Sugar and Red Clay, those type of guys, you know what I mean? That play out of the real book.
Okay.
Okay?
Because we have, some of our audience aren't musicians, so they don't know what a real book is.
Well, that's where all the old jazz tunes are. I really don't know much about them either, to tell you the truth. But the band, the whole idea of the band was to play some good, modern, straight-ahead, power fusion music. What I'm saying by that, I mean like Chick Corea, Jeff Lorber, and Spyro, and whoever, you know, in that genre. You know, that was the conception of the band.
Okay.
Adult music.
Well, who is Flux?
Well, me.
And
you know,
you're Spiegel and you play what?
I play the drums.
Okay.
There's 5 other players besides myself. Norman Hogle plays the bass.
Very fine.
Yeah, yes he is. Mark Cook, guitar player. Annie Friedland that plays keys.
Excellent.
Bobby Yates that plays saxophone.
My love. I love that band on saxophone.
And Bobby's
seriously.
a real good player.
He is
real
so musical.
Real nice guy to work with, too.
Really?
Real nice fellow. And Dean Austin playing marimbas and vibes. Mr. Frantic.
Really?
Yeah,
is that his
Frantic
nickname?
guy.
Or something?
No, his real name is Dean Austin. That's his real name.
That's his real name?
Yeah, that's his real name.
Okay.
Dean Austin. Dean Richard Austin.
Richard.
He don't like me to say that, but, you know, who are you going to do? He's the maniac.
Oh, really?
You know, he's a pretty energetic guy. You know what I mean? Because he's always wanted to play this type of stuff. And now he's got the chance to do it. And he's real happy about it. And he's one hell of a player.
Yes, he is, and we have some excellent footage that we all will get a chance to see in a moment. But let's talk about you real quick, because we want to see as much of the concert as we can. When I first remember meeting you, Spiegel, you were with a band called the Parker Brothers. And for all the musicians in the audience, I'm sure that will ring a bell. Why don't you sort of take us back to those days and whoever else you played with, so we'll know more about you.
We can go with the Parker Brothers. Well, I played with McGee. When I first came into Pittsburgh, after I got out of service, I played with a guy named Darryl Dunn. He had a group called the Precisions. And then from that, I played with Larry McGee with the Revolution.
Who's now in California now.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple days ago.
Did you? Okay.
And then I went from them to Floyd Beck.
All right. He's from Florida now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he was back a while ago. I think it was a couple months back.
Okay.
Then to the Rhythm Kings. Then to the Parker Brothers. You know, the Parker Brothers was like conceived to be like a house band. You know, so what the owners did, went out and picked the guys that they wanted to have in their house band.
Oh, really?
And it was at the boardwalk.
Right.
So the name Parker Brothers come up, you know, from the, you know, it was pretty hot. It was a great idea, and the band was a real good band. You know, I got to admit that I've been kind of fortunate in my career because I've been associated with good players most of the time. You know, it's not like every band that I was in that everybody was a killer, but most of the players were pretty competent people. You know what I mean? So I learned a lot. You know, this is my second band. You know, my first one, I tried to be a leader, and I really didn't have the patience to do it. You know, it lasted like 3 months, and so I'm trying again. But, you know, after being in other bands and learning how other band leaders conduct business and things like that, I'm sort of learning, you know. So I got a pretty decent organization now, and I'm real happy about it.
Okay. Well, for those of our aspiring musicians or even established ones that want some extra tips on how to keep that band together in terms of management and that leadership role, maybe you can, in closing, pass on a tip that you've learned. And some people don't like to reveal their secrets because they don't want anyone to be as successful as them. But could you give a hot tip in terms of keeping that unit together or your situation?
Well, don't smother anybody. You know, don't try to be like an iron hand type of guy, because it doesn't work, especially when you have good people around you. When you have real good, competent people, you know, let it go. Let them do what they're supposed to do. Just have an outline and let them go, especially when you got good people. But don't smother anybody, man. Let them go.
Anything else? Okay, well, put on your sunglasses, because I think this music is so cool that for the first mini concert on Special Company, if you just sit back and relax, Spiegel, and you are an excellent drummer. I can't wait to have a gig so I can hire you, maybe. But let's sit back and enjoy our first mini concert series on Special Company featuring Flux. Enjoy. Thank you for tuning into Special Company. Hope to see you again real soon.